So there's probably 28 or 30 people on the hill that night looking for a missing person who turned out to be dead at the time. And then we were still on the hill till well through the night, and we ended up bivvying in a bivvy tent, maybe, I don't know, 16 of us, 18 of us. So cold, and team leader at the time said, well, if we don't start moving here, we're going to die. And the next morning, we were still up the hill. When the helicopter came in, it was heavily loaded with fuel. The issue they have with that is that if they come in fully loaded with fuel, which they have to have, they cannot lift the amount of weight that they can when they're... So they had to burn off a lot of fuel. We were sitting on a ridge at full throttle without the lift. When the helicopter lifted, we basically went on its side and did a corkscrew approximately 3 times and landed in the road at 1,000 feet. We dropped 1,000 feet pretty quickly. Pretty heavy, overloaded with the casualty. And I would call it a rapid descent to ground level. I was working offshore before, so I was quite used to working in helicopters and rapid descents and all sorts of things, but this was slightly different. Yeah. This was a wee bit scary, but there's nothing you can do about it. And that was our day, or our night, and then back to work in the morning. And we finished there about 9 o'clock in the morning, and us guys were back to work.
6 tours in Northern Ireland. I was in the Falklands. I was in 3 tours of Iraq, Afghanistan, Bosnia. I was all over. Well, it depends what rank you were. I was through the ranks. I was obviously started off as a private and you come out. So every day, depends what rank you are. It's a different job because a company. I had 280 guys in my company. We used to have a saying, "You're all Jock Thompson's bairns." You know what I mean? We're all the same, you know what I mean? We're all hopefully trying to achieve the same goals.
Is your role deer manager?
Right, well, deer management for 3 months of the year. And then it's just jack of all trades the rest of the time. It can be forestry, it can be fencing.
Looking after the estate, I suppose.
Yeah, and holiday houses, just 101 different things, so yeah, it's quite varied, yeah.
And how long have you been involved, or been a volunteer in the mountain rescue?
Probably about 30 years now.
Yeah.
You're living and working in the hills, and it's just a case of helping people out, really.
Yeah.
If something happened to me, I would want someone to
be there for you. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. I know the area so well. If it's in our local area, a lot of us don't carry maps and compasses and everything. We just know where we're going.
I can imagine a territory like this, you're trying to search it properly where there are lots of places somebody could fall or roll into in a wee spot, or the vegetation can come over the top of you. You'll have a job finding somebody if they're hidden away somewhere.
Because there's 5 of us in the mountain rescue. There's me. Well, I was a team leader then, but I stood down at the last meeting because I'm getting too old for it.
How long were you team leader for in the mountain rescue?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. I think it was about 20 to 25 years, I think.
You sad that you had to step down?
Yeah, pretty sad. But it's for a younger person. There's quite a lot to organise and things to do, and there's all this. It's all done through the emails and
right.
All this, and that's, you have to keep on top of all that. And it was just getting a bit much because I'm in the fire brigade as well.
The members of this community and the team are very good at working together, and that's why our team does work very well, because we don't need an awful lot of technology to know on a call out where we're at that. We do different things, and we're all working on hills and areas where mobile signal is not great. We just kind of know where people are because we communicate through the day and night, and it's a great system for a little place like Glenelg. I'm Ronnie MacDonald. I'm just recently taken over as team leader of Glenelg Mountain Rescue Team, which is, I feel, quite a privilege. It's all about helping people, and that's what it's about.